Good morning everybody, and welcome to another cracking winter day here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. My name is Ben and this is MOW Time, and if you love anything lawn and garden related, then make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up with anything coming to the channel. Now, you join me in my own backyard. Yes, you heard right. I am actually getting a small amount of time to spend on my own property. I have a huge list of things to do on my house that just keeps stacking up each year, and there's probably, you know, a bunch of partners sitting here watching this going, oh yeah, my partner said he'd be do this and do that, and it's been 6 years or 2 years, and yes, guilty. But anyway, I'm going to try and tick one of those things off the list, and that is this back garden behind me. Since we purchased the property, I just haven't liked the landscape that was done in this place. I'm not a big Yukkas fan. Sorry to all the Yukka fans out there. I know they're hardy plants, but I just don't like them at all. They're very spiky, they paper cut you, and if you've got young kids, they're not the best plant to have around with young kids around. So we're going to get rid of all them and replace this garden with a complete new overhaul, removing and digging everything out of there, and we're going to be putting in new plants, which I'll go through when I'm planting them. I'll tell you what I chose and why I chose those plants for here. But yeah, we're going to be completely stripping this out and restarting. So anyway, we'll get the tools out, and if you have any questions regarding any of the plants or anything you see in the video, make sure you pop them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. But join me as I renovate my back garden. Cue the time lapse. Where is this last one? It's always one. It'll be a tiny little one too. Don't want to run into that. That's old rusty metal. Okay. This could be it, folks. Get ready. Woo! That's how thick it is. Like, that's almost my hand width, and that's most of them. Another big one there. That was the remaining fella that was clinging on under the fence that I had to get off, but that's the big fella there. She's out. And now we're going to move on to these two Yukkas behind me. You can see, so we'll get them. I've got tiny bit of time left before I got to head to work, head to a client's place. So we'll try and get these guys down. If not, we'll just lop them, but we might try and just dig the stumps out as well, because they are far smaller and easier digging than a frangipany, that's for sure. But anyway, let's keep moving, let's keep going. One. That's a doozy. All right. gone with Cupressus sempervirens glauca, or better known as the pencil pine. Now, why I've decided to go with these plants is for a couple of reasons. Now, the first one, we live in Brisbane, and of course there's other homes surrounding our home, so we wanted something that provided a bit of privacy for us in the backyard. We have some properties behind us that are more elevated on land than we are, and we just wanted to create a bit more privacy in our backyard and home. So given that the pencil pine grows up to 15 metres, between 10 to 15 metres high, depending on the area it's getting grown in, then these will create a nice tall bordering plant that will create a bit of a privacy for us. Now, they also grow up, like the name suggests, in a pencil shape. So what you need to do if you're wanting a sort of fence tile thing is grow them nice and close together. Now, I'm spreading mine out around sort of the 750 mil mark, around that per each one. These grow at the base from a width of about half a metre out to a metre. Again, it depends on the growing conditions that they are in. But at the end of the day, we really wanted privacy and a screening along our back fence here, and that was our main thing we wanted. The second thing was I didn't want to have I didn't want to plant different trees like magnolias or something like that, as I didn't want a plant variety that would drop a lot of leaves. You need to plant different, use your choice of plant for the size of garden as well. I've done gardens that are only like a foot wide, and that's all you've got to work with. So when you've got such a small width garden, you don't want to be planting plants that have a huge root base, because if they're next to a path, if they're next to paver edging, anything like that, the roots over time are just going to crack that concrete or crack your pavers and lift up anything around there. Now, the other thing too, why we decided to go with pencil pines too, is I just love the look. I love the look of the foliage. I love the way they grow. Now, approximately they grow about a metre per year. Again, that depends on the area they are growing in and how good a soil and drainage they are getting. Now, speaking of soil, the pencil pine likes a good composted soil. So plenty of manure, plenty of condensed and organic matter to help them bed in. Now, the soil I've gone with behind me is a premium garden mix. I always recommend going the premium garden mix when you go to your landscape centre. Don't spend a little less and go just normal garden soil. Spend the extra and make sure you get the premium. Now, you have to get premium for pencil pines anyway, because like I mentioned, they really need plenty of organic matter in the soil to make them establish well and thrive as a happy plant. But they're the main reasons why I've gone the pencil pine for the particular garden bed that I'm renovating here at MOW Time's home base. If you've got any questions regarding them, put them in the comments below and let me know. Or if you've got any more education or knowledge to pass on to me about pencil pines, I haven't personally grown pencil pines myself before, so this is a new experience for me. I look after them at clients' properties, of course, but I haven't ever done them on my own property. So I'm really excited to get into them and to watch them grow. And I'll certainly be a lot grayer by the time they are up to 10 or 15 meters. But anyway, let's get into planting. All right, everyone, well, that's a wrap on the garden renovation. I finally have it completed. Can you believe it? I crossed something off on my list to get done at home. I mean, don't get me wrong, that list is still super long, and we're about to crack off on renovation season here in Brisbane, so business is going to be flat out. So sadly, the old home base gets a bit neglected. But anyway, it's nice to have something done, which was a bit of a big project, having to remove everything that you saw in the start of the video out of the garden, get the garden prepped and ready for new plants to go in and get the new plants in. But I hope you enjoyed the time-lapse video. It was a bit of a long video. I think it might be about half an hour long or so and the end, but that was hours and hours of work down to like half an hour to get this all done. But anyway, I hope you like the completed product. I'm super happy with it and going to be even more stoked when these trees are up to their full growing potential. If you have any questions regarding anything you saw in the garden renovation, please put it in the comments below. I hope that has inspired you to get out in your garden and do a big makeover if it needs it, or pull everything out and start again. But I hope it has inspired you to do that. If you are a lawn and garden enthusiast and lover like I am, make sure you hit the subscribe button just to keep up with MOW TIME videos coming to the channel, and be sure to click the like button on this video if you enjoyed it as well. There is heaps more videos, both lawn and garden and, you know, products, etc., coming to the channel. But anyway, as always, I hope you're all staying well mentally and physically. We'll see you all in the next video.